University, DMU. My question is, I come from Saffron Lane and I want to ask the candidates, how will they ensure that more young people from places like Saffron Lane make it into universities like De Montfort University?
Yeah, I think we've got a tricky challenge ahead with universities. I think the problem, the cap has been raised and both the universities have set their fees for that coming year. It's going to make it very hard for people to get into universities who are from a lesser privileged background. Myself, I'm having to fund my own degree course. I know I'm a much older student than the average student, but it's still something that I would have to think twice about doing if I had to pay the amount of fees that they're now looking to charge. I think the opportunity we've got is those that want to go to university are going to demand more from the universities. They're paying all this money to go to university. They want an education. They want a job when they come out of it. They're going to hold the universities to account. It's going to become a student-led market rather than a university-led market.
Thank you. And Peter?
Yeah, I've got a lot of sympathy with this question because I spent 5 years teaching on Saffron Lane Estate, being responsible for special needs teaching there, so I know something about the challenges faced by the people in that area, and of course it's replicated across the city as well. And of course, I hear about the way in which the government is introducing tuition fees and the way in which they're going to be a major disincentive to anybody from that sort of background actually going there. But I come back to my earlier question. Actually, it's about the fundamental quality of education for young people. It's about the quality of that education and the aspirations of those who are delivering the education and those young students who are in that education. And that is something that we need to work on across the whole of the city, because achievement and aspiration are significantly lacking in far too many of our schools.
Thank you. Gentleman on the end, just to your left. Thanks very much. I'm staying from the Glenfield area. We've obviously got an economy in a dire situation at the moment. What I'd like to ask the candidates, obviously it's widely reported that small businesses are vital for the development of the UK's future prosperity. But how would you encourage and foster entrepreneurship within our local community? Thank you. Gary.
Extend the city boundary to Glenfield.
Gary, please.
It's all there on Gary for the Mayor if you want to read it. As part of turning the City Council inside out and making those contracts available to people because we're writing a local section into it, we open up all the empty shop units, all the unused office space and all the unused factory space that the City Council has currently got in its books and offer it out at low or no rent to get SMEs out there and actually delivering. Beyond that, we support those businesses all the way through their start-up period for the first 5 years. Having been on ENDA for a number of years now, I know how to get business working, and it's by giving it the support it needs when it needs it, not by nanny stating. It's very simple, it works, and we can provide that lifeblood with the spending the City Council can give it.
Thank you. Rick?
I'll just put my President of the Chamber of Commerce hat on for a moment, if I may. I think 85% of businesses in this city have less than 10 employees. I think there's things that a mayor certainly would do very quickly. I think procurement within the City Council is a major issue. Very quickly, if I may, I had an email from the managing director of a local firm, SME, 100 years old, saying that it's an email copied into the City Council that it would no longer support the City Council in an advertising magazine because the City Council patently no longer supported local businesses. I was absolutely appalled at such a thought.
Okay, thank you. Gentleman right at the back is standing up.
There's been reference to youth and race and gay rights. Pensioners. I'm a pensioner, and when I was released from Glenfield, I was referred to a gym. And I was surprised to see an overwhelming majority of people in the gym pensioners. And most of them pensioners get there using a bus pass. A simple answer for the next mayor, yes or no, one word, will you retain the full concession of the bus pass?
Thank you. Mohammed?
Yes, I believe it's important to look after provision that's already in place. And before I finish, I'll even touch on the thing about local businesses. I'm a very strong advocate for entrepreneurs. I believe there needs to be more infrastructure and more support for starting up. It's not about funding and places, it's about giving them the initial help starting up, giving them the support and the guidance about how to take your small businesses, your new ideas, your fresh ideas forward. Leicester is a city with loads of fresh ideas, we just need the infrastructure to support it.
Ross, can you address the question that's posed?
Yes, but we're giving millions of pounds of money to the bus companies, and a large amount of that is discretionary. And I think we could use it to negotiate with them, to put some strings attached, to make sure that they actually provide better services for everybody. And that includes running services until later at night, and not putting them just because they think it becomes unprofitable at a certain time. We shouldn't just be giving money to companies which make huge profits and not using that to negotiate with them to get a better deal for the people of Leicester.
Okay, quick fire question.